Itachi had been walking in the forest for hours, coming back to this hideout of the Akatsuki, looking up to the sky. The kind of big brother it wasn't. He's willing to kill his family, keeping his little brother safe. Then he would have take care of Sasuke. His father last commanded ranged through his mind. I see how it truly is, Itachi Uchiha. Pain said, appearing from behind. There was Naruto standing behind him. Toby told us everything. You were trying to leak our information, Naruto said, holding his kunai steady. Itachi just looked at them. He wasn't afraid, but Pain was the strongest. He had both Renegon and was able to master unbelievable strong power that he could destroy a whole village. One of them was the almighty push. Itachi was the Akatsuki leader. Your penitentiary should death. For nothing about us shall be separated, Pain said. He pulled out a rod and pulled Itachi to him. The rod made contact to his stomach, yet stabbing him as Itachi spilled blood, fell to the ground heavily bleeding. Too bad, Itachi. You're the only one most loyal member of the Akatsuki, Pain said. But Itachi pulled after the crows and disappeared. Itachi was gone. Very smart, Itachi, Pain said. Naruto hunt down the traitor. Don't let him escape, Pain ordered. Naruto nodded and quickly disappeared. On the side, Itachi was running as fast as he could to escape, but not to the leaf, to somewhere else since he is identified as a rogue ninja and an S-class criminal on the bingo book. He couldn't risk going to the Leaf or any other village as a kunai flew across Itachi and hit the tree. Itachi, Naruto shouted, landing on his feet. You're doing what Orochimaru was doing. You stab us all in the back. Naruto continued, for the sake of my village, my brother, and the peace, Itachi said. I've always wanted to kill the Leaf scum, and now I have the chance to make the last moments of your life count, Itachi, Naruto said as the cubic cloak slowly formed. Remember, Naruto, even the strongest opponents have a weakness, Itachi said as he activated his Mangekyo Sharingan and appeared to fight. Sasuke, the faithful Kage, Tsunade said. Sasuke came forward as he began speaking. What do you want from me, Hokage-sama? Sasuke asked. Do you remember the time when Iruka died? She asked. Sasuke nodded as yes. Well, Naruto was formed for his, but we found the truth that wasn't told, she said. Sasuke started to become unsettling. The real killer was a shinobi and a teacher named Mizuki. He stole a forbidden scroll and framed Naruto for such action. Luckily for our fellow shinobis, were able to catch him. Whoever is working with him, Tsunade answered, but that bad thing is that when Naruto was framed all, all along, and when the villagers kept abusing him in physical, mental, and verbal ways he couldn't take it, she explained. Further, that what drove him to vengeance. Sakura said. Sasuke just stood there. Mizuki, the man named who caused Naruto's life to grow worse, the one that made his best friend feel pain, the one that made him go in darkness. Where is he? Sasuke asked in a darkness tone. Sasuke, Kakashi tried to calm him down, but Sasuke shot daggers at him, making him back away. I'm asking again, where the hell is he? Sasuke's tone grew darker as he clenched his fist. Tsunade will show you. Shizune will show you. Where Tsunade replied plainly. The battle was intense. Jinchuriki versus a man. Two pair of Mangekyo Sharinegans versus the nine-tailed power. Uzumaki versus Uchiha. Naruto against Itachi. The battle continued on for hours as everything scattered. Rasengan, Naruto shouted as a blue-red spear had formed in his palms as he shouted himself, "Right, Itachi? Fire style, fireball jutsu," Itachi said, as he had a sign of breathing. The fireball jutsu, the fireball, was coming right towards him, but didn't stop. Naruto Itachi formed a clone to attack him. Naruto attacked one of them as the other charged, kicking Naruto and giving him a kick and punching from the damage he took. Naruto spit blood. Then he came to the ground and landed on his feet. "Is that it?" the QB said. "Wasn't the training helpful? Or is it just weak?" The QB continued. "Show him the hatred that was building up for the past 2 years, Naruto. Show him your true power," the QB whispered. Then Naruto woke in with a wooden eye as the seal was weaker, unable to suppress the QB anymore, as he started to transform into something inhuman. Something that started to terrify Itachi stood there as he transformed was complete. "The power of the Nine Tails," he said. At last, Naruto transformed into mature version of the Nine Tails. His body color was red as blood. He had pure white eyes and black color face. Had 6 tails behind his back, and he had bones sticking out of his body like gum. "Nine tails, it and horror to fight you," Itachi said, as he summoned his Susanoo. "This is just the beginning, Uchiha," the Nine-tailed thought to himself. The rage of another rage. It was building up in Sasuke. It was building up because of the man who turned his friend life into living hell. His desire to break every single thing on his bone in his body was the greatest, but it wouldn't only cause problems. They were in a dangerous and terror. The criminal were put there, some of them sitting there for a long time, while the others were waiting for their judgment. "There he is," Sasuke thought to himself. There he was, sitting in the corner, all by himself. Sasuke to himself came in front of him of the cage. "So you knew about me, didn't you?" he asked. "You probably knew that I have done the mistake. I'll never regret," he continued. "Why?" was all he could came out of Sasuke's mouth. "Why? Well, that is a very wise question, Uchiha. Very since that day the Nine-Tail attack, he destroyed the village. He destroyed everything that I had, and he even killed Mizuki." Couldn't continue as he sobbed silently. "He couldn't get away with it. I had extracted my vengeance." He finished, but Naruto had nothing to do with this. Sakura shouted, "Does it really matter? He was the Nine-Tails vessel," Mizuki said. Sasuke clenched his fist in anger. Naruto had nothing to do with this at all. He knew that their old academy teacher Iruka would have wanted him to see him as a hero and to feel like how it is to be finally accepted as whoever you are. Too bad. You're the nobody to everyone, but you're the plot of vengeance, or worse, everybody suddenly cares. People only cares when it's too late," Mizuki said. Sakura wide-eyed at the statement Mizuki made. Sassy as much as he hated to admit it, he was right. In the leave, Naruto was nobody to everyone, but until he left the leave for vengeance, everybody started to care. "You know why they care? Because of what inside of me. They are afraid of their precious and jerky power to be used against them," he thought about Naruto's statement in their last fight. Suddenly, an explosion was heard outside of the village. Not too far, but it alerted everyone. better to go check it out. Could you be your friend? Mizuki said, smiling. Sasuke was left wide-eyed as he quickly left the place and followed the trail of the explosion. As long with Sakura and Kakashi, Itachi, a Akatsuki clone, ripped off as he was fighting the Nine-Tailed mini version. It was too strong. Itachi was still heavily bleeding. There is one last thing to do, Itachi said to himself as he did hand signs and closed his eyes. Tsukiyomi, Itachi said as the Kiwi looked into Fairy's eyes and fell into deep slumber. Now it's my chance, Itachi said, to use a technique for the Uchiha that was able to drain a tail beast's power, but it took a huge amount of chakra from his body. Itachi, a voice said from behind him. Itachi looked behind him as Sasuke quickly gave him a kick on his face that sent him flying to trees. What are you doing here to Naruto? Sakura exclaimed. But looking by her, she had seen a terrifying version of him. Sasuke was left to nothing but wide-eye and to expression of fear and sadness. No, Naruto, Kakashi whispered in fear. That doesn't, no, this can't be. Sasuke shouted to himself mentally. Itachi tried to continue what he was doing, but it was too late. The QB came back to the world as it stood at his feet. Sasuke, you must stop him, Itachi said, plainly, heavily. You're the only one who can do it, Itachi continued. Sasuke looked back at the Nine Tails. Naruto, I know you're in there. I'll just have to put you out, Sasuke said, activating his curse mark. I'll just like before, Sasuke said. We'll help you, Sasuke. Naruto is the one of us, Sakura said, standing beside Kakashi. On the other hand, looking at Naruto, the third Hokage, I know how you feel like now. To battle one of your students, Kakashi thought to himself, as he lifted his headband, activating Makikyo Sharingan as they all charged to each other. Somewhere to the left, did you all hear that? Kiba explained. Neji, as was focusing, trying to figure out what was happening. It was a huge explosion. Something bad must have happened. Into Ino said, worrying everyone, just stay calm. They went to check it out, Shikamaru said, trying to calm them down. Guy, Neji said, did you find out anything, Neji? Choji asked. It's Naruto, Neji answered. All of them froze and paralyzed. Hinata's heart sank, hearing the name Naruto. They wouldn't all believe it. Why would Naruto cause destruction there? But it's not what you think. It's something far more horrifying. He transformed into the mature version of the Nine Tails, Neji explained, which means Rock Lee trails off the Nine Tails in control, Shino answered. Then whatever we doing here, we gotta help them, Kiba explained as Akamaru barked with agreement. The best advice here is we must not intervene. It would make matter worse, Neji said. But who's fighting him? Hinata asked. His friend and his teacher. With Team 7, Itachi and Naruto. Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi charged at the Nine Tails while Itachi was counting and regaining his lost chakra. Itachi, are you done? Sasuke shouted, making hand signs. Just a little more. Just keeping concerned? Itachi answered. Lightning blade. Kakashi shouted. He attacked the beast at his chest. As he fell back, Sakura slammed the ground as he sent flying the beast. Fire style fireball jutsu, Sasuke shouted. He breathed fire as it hit directly at Naruto, but pain came into Sasuke's shoulder. The curse mark, Sasuke shouted. The